top 5 cars as things stand. Verstappen, Russell, Norris, Leclerc and Albon. So, just ahead of us in this session at the moment are Ricciardo, Hauger and Perez. And we're in front of Zhu, Sargent and Pourchaire. The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:17.2. We don't have the data for that, I'm afraid. Top 5 cars as things stand. Norris, Russell, Drogovic, Verstappen and Leclerc. The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:16.3. Sorry, we can't provide you with that information right now.
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves once again of our top 3. Norris, Russell and Felipe Drugovich. Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. It's race day in Budapest as we get ready for another round of Formula One action. We're not expecting too many retirements at this circuit. There are plenty of current and former drivers with flawless finish rates here. In particular, Ralf Schumacher, who made it across the line in all 10 of his Hungarian Grand Prix starts. We're northeast of Budapest for today's race at the 2.7-mile Hungaroring circuit. 14 corners here, 8 to the right and 6 to the left, on a track where downforce is king and passing is notoriously difficult. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and starting next to them is George Russell. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Drugovich, Verstappen, Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, Albon, Ricciardo, Perez, Daniel, Hauger, Joe, Teo Pourchaire, Sargent, Ocon, Sonoda, Stroll, Doohan, Liam Lawson, and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, we've got that relief of having points on the board finally, so let's keep that form up and get another top 10 finish today, please. Okay, so our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of this lap. Let's focus now for the rest of the race. DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Hauger behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 19.6. Gap to your teammate behind is 6.4 seconds. Nice work, mate. That brings you off a place. Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake. Use overtake. Box, box. We're coming in this lap. Jack's in the pits. Jack in the pits. Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Okay, one stop to go. Just one stop left in this strategy. by 19.6 seconds. Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy. Okay, the gap behind is 2.0 seconds. Perez is in the pits. Okay, Russell's behind you now. They're on fresh mediums. That's Porsche just ahead. Come on, let's get him. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 10.2 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap was a 1 minute 21.7. In front is 3.4 seconds. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Push now with boxing this lap. Go, go, go. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Coming in for his stop now. Okay, good work. Great pass. Fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 25.9 seconds. your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 39.4 seconds. Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now. Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
So as they climb out of the car, the Red Bull team are ready and waiting to celebrate a thoroughly deserved win. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently, and it's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be so proud of the victory they've secured here. It's a good result for Lando Norris, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. So let's review the updated driver standings. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Max Verstappen seemed to just effortlessly weave through the other drivers today without a care in the world. He was definitely my driver of choice.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
The contract renewal window has opened. We can try and renegotiate for a better deal with our current team, or approach someone else. Great. They're happy to enter into negotiations with us.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.